Welcome to MidwestSouthern.com and this YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe. Today I'm going to show you a great tutorial on how to make your own DIY drop cloth curtains. Now if you've been a fan of Farmhouse for a while, you will not be foreign to this concept, and this is just how I do them. It's as simple as 3 easy steps, and I think anyone can do it no matter their skill level, so go ahead and tune in. Today I am showing you how to make DIY drop cloth curtains with a top ruffle, and it really cannot be easier when it comes to basic sewing. So I definitely encourage you, even if you're not a skilled sewer, to try this out. So I've already taken my drop cloth and ironed it to make sure that there's no major wrinkles, and I have folded over what will be the top of my panel. And I'm going to take my ruler and my measuring and measure out 14 inches from the top to bottom, and then 2 inches from the top to where I want my seam for my panel and my rod to connect. So let's get started. I have my ruler here, and I'm just starting from the end, making sure I have 14 and adjusting where I need. And once I adjust, I will measure the 2 inches and place a pin right at that 2-inch line. So I've got a good section done with the pinning. So I'm just going to take my iron. It's on the hottest setting because this is a very thick canvas. And I am just going to press that seam in place. This is going to make it a lot easier when you get to sewing and make it a lot more of a tailored look. It won't look handmade. It really won't. And again, I'm just adjusting. If I was kind of short on the first end, and now I'm getting a little long. So I'm just taking my hand between the 2 panels and using my fingers to adjust the height of those panels. So don't get frustrated if things aren't measuring the way you want them to measure. This is really, like I said, it's so easy, and it's so easy to correct if you mess up. So now, Farmhouse curtains are so popular, and they're very functional as far as different tastes. So let's say that you aren't quite Farmhouse, but you're maybe a little bit more boho or traditional. You can add so many different finishes according to your style. So one idea for these is to stencil them with fabric paint. So if you wanted more of a boho pattern, that is very doable with these. You could also get a little bit more creative and do multiple ruffles. You could add tassels or pom-poms to a fringe. There are really so many possibilities with these, so feel free to get creative. I'm just doing what I like, which is simple, a little modern, a little farmhouse, and even a little industrial, because my curtain rods are very industrial and modern looking. So I'll just move this down. Make room. These are very big. Depending on the type of drop cloth you buy, you can adjust according to your needs. So I bought the Everbuilt brand that you can get at a Home Depot or Lowe's, and I believe I got the 6 foot by 9 foot. They're a little bit shorter than that, and they'll say so on the package what their exact measurements are, so don't worry about that. Again, I'm measuring out 14 inches from my top to bottom and creating a crease. And then I'm measuring 2 inches from the top to where I will want my seam for my curtain rod to go inside of the inside of the panel. You want to make sure that you leave enough room for your curtain rod, because you want to give it a little bit of grace. You don't want it too loose, but you do want to give it a little bit of grace, so it will be fully functional on the curtain rod. You don't want it too tight. You don't want to have to force your rod into it. You want a little leeway. And then again, I'm just using my iron to place my crease within the actual curtain once I have it pinned and marked with my pins. So alright. And then I'll also take that hot iron down the sides of the seam as well, just to make sure everything is in place. It's all going to stick, it's not going to shift. Alright, and that is the completion of this step in the process. Alright guys, so we are on our third and final step of the process of making our DIY drop cloth curtains. And you guys, this project really couldn't be more simple. In the first step, after we've washed the drop cloths and dried them in our dryer, we first iron them. We just get all the wrinkles out and make a smooth panel. Next, we make the ruffle on the top by pressing and measuring what our seam wants to be. And next, we're actually creating the pocket for our curtain rod. And it's really as simple as a simple stitch on a simple and basic sewing machine such as this one. This is a Singer Simple. It's really cheap, so if you're in the market to buy a sewing machine, I recommend this for a beginner. Again, that is Singer Simple. So let's get started. I am going to start by going forward and then reversing my first stitch, and what that is going to do is reinforce what I'm doing, so it can't easily be torn or or the seam can't be ripped out as easy. So there are a few basic tools that you'll want handy. You'll want a scissors, a seam ripper, and obviously your pin cushion to keep your pins. So let's get started. Alright guys, it's really that simple. I now have curtains that have a nice tailored edge to them. That'll be great for my modern farmhouse, and I hope that you will implement this in your home. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Midwest Southern Blog, and go to MidwestSouthern.com to find more helpful DIYs and tutorials. For more DIY inspiration, log on to MidwestSouthern.com today.